everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jill, otherwise known as the Enlightened Target, and this channel is devoted to narcissistic abuse awareness and recovery, parental alienation, complex post-traumatic stress disorder, and anything and everything having to do with those three main topics. Today's topic is about something that I know so many of us have struggled with for years on end when dealing with a narcissist. And it really doesn't matter who exactly the narcissist is in your life because they all utilize this form of manipulation. So it could be your spouse or significant other, your sibling, your parent, your coworker, your boss. Today we're talking about the infuriating, the frustrating, the crazy-making word salad, the narcissist's favorite vehicle for communicating. If you're new to my channel, welcome. So glad you're here. If you haven't subscribed, please do so and hit that notification bell because I will be putting out at least 2 videos a week. Also, please leave any comments about experiences that you have had dealing with word salad in the comments below. For those who may have never heard the term word salad, let me explain what that is and what that means. If you have never heard of the term, this video will be a big light bulb moment for you. Word salad is the term people in this community came up with to describe the patterns of communication and the styles of using language, or the styles and patterns of conversations that all narcissists tend to use. Maybe you have never heard the term, but if you have had a relationship with a narcissist, there is no question in my mind that you are acutely aware that when you have a conversation with this person, things never seem to get resolved, or you come away more frustrated and more confused than you were before you ever had this conversation to begin with. Or maybe after the conversation, you all of a sudden have taken accountability for something that you originally thought was the narcissist's fault, or after the conversation, somehow you feel sorry for, or you feel pity for the narcissist, or some kind of guilt for something you hadn't felt guilt before the conversation. Welcome to the world of word salad. You have just had a conversation searching for conclusions and resolutions with a human being who could not be interested in those things in the least. Your objective and the narcissist's objective for having a conversation are two completely different things. You are searching for answers, for meaning, honesty, transparency. And the narcissist, on the other hand, is searching for narcissistic supply to escape accountability and to confuse, distress, and frustrate. Word salad is how the narcissists communicate nearly all of the time in conversations that they have with anyone. And they use it for all sorts of different reasons. They use it to gaslight you, number one, confuse you, escape accountability, blame shift, manipulate the topic, make you feel guilty or pity them, and many times they simply do it for the fun of it. It's just sheer entertainment to them to watch a highly empathetic, sensitive person struggle to make sense of what they're saying, or what they're trying to get us to comprehend. Word salad is the style or the way they communicate and manipulate conversations, words, and language. They tend to be these circular conversations that result in no resolution or just sheer confusion. They may talk very fast and furious, changing the topic of conversation many times to try and throw you off. Many times they are completely and totally illogical and don't make a lot of sense. They twist and turn conversations like a gymnast and leave you feeling confused, frustrated, irritated, or have resulted in you being blamed and made to feel guilty for something that you didn't do, or is just completely illogical. So why do they do that? Most times, in my opinion, they do it out of an overall necessity to have it as a backup plan to gaslight you. Many times the narcissist will use word salad for conversations that don't even matter, where it, wouldn't necessarily need them to manipulate anything. But I think they like to use word salad whenever they can because they can gaslight you at will. The name of the game for the narcissist is to escape accountability for anything they have done or anything that they might do, and to control and manipulate your perceptions and beliefs about yourself. And using word salad accomplishes both of those goals because they can blame you for your interpretation of what they said as the reasoning. You didn't have the correct information. Wasn't their fault. It's your fault. You either heard them wrong. If you would just listen carefully, you just never listen. Or the one that they always tend to use is, boy, you sure are getting things confused anymore. Your memory is really failing you. Something is wrong with you, not with them. And over time, you begin to doubt your own perceptions and memories about what was actually said, and you become more and more dependent on them to interpret what actually happened, which is, always the goal of a narcissist. They want complete control over their victims. Another reason that the narcissist enjoys using word salad so much is because it gives them tons and tons of narcissistic supply. Narcissists view conversations as competitions. The objective is always to win. And like I said before, your objective for having a conversation and the narcissist's objective are complete opposites. They are not concerned with logic or honesty. They are concerned with winning. So if the goal is to escape accountability, the word salad will be directed at accomplishing that. If the goal is to confuse you about something that they had previously told you, then that's what must be accomplished for them to win. If the goal is simply to confuse, frustrate, and irritate you in order to gain narcissistic supply, then that is what the goal is to achieve using the word salad. I want to elaborate a little bit on why the narcissist gains so much narcissistic supply by using word salad. Most victims of narcissistic abuse will be highly sensitive people or empaths or both. And that means that we are genuinely concerned with being fair, understanding everyone's perspective and opinion. We really care that everyone feels heard and validated. Likewise, we genuinely care that we are understood. The meanings of things really mean something to us, unlike the narcissist. So when we are confronted with this bizarre and frustrating word salad episodes and we are unaware of what they are doing, then this is a narcissistic supply paradise for the narcissist. They can play this game with us for hours on end if we let them. The problem here is that they know how we think. They know that we actually care about understanding what's going on. And they know that by manipulating us with word salad, it will provoke us to obsess about what they said. What did it mean when he or she said that? Am I missing something? Could what they have said actually be true? Could I have misunderstood? And on and on and on. And this gives the narcissist tons of narcissistic supply. The narcissist gets tons of premium narcissistic supply from just thinking about how you are obsessing about what they said. And on top of it, they know that the entire conversation was just a manipulation to cause this distress and confusion in you and to provoke you to obsess. To the narcissist, it's all just one big game. It's all about winning. Nothing less, nothing more. So how can we stop getting sucked into this? First and foremost, be aware that they do these things. When you are trying to get a narcissist to understand something, you only need to tell them once. You don't need to elaborate, explain, convince, persuade. You simply just need to tell them one time. They understand what you're telling them, no matter how they try to bait you into going round and round and round with them in circles. Don't take the bait. When they try and bait you into these circular, ridiculous, illogical, never-ending, never-resolving conversations, Don't indulge them. The problem is empaths are truth seekers and we are emotional thinkers. And no one knows this more than the narcissist. If they say something terrible about us, then we feel this overwhelming need to defend ourselves. And all that does is engage the narcissist more and more, feeding them more and more narcissistic supply. If they mischaracterize us, understand that this is just a projection. We do not need to defend ourselves to anyone, especially them. It's not our job to get the narcissist to understand anything. So my best advice to you is don't take the bait. Don't indulge this type of behavior. Don't defend yourself and get caught up in everyone's understanding the truth. Remember the old saying, if you wrestle with a pig, you're going to get dirty. And besides, the pig likes it. State your case one time if you must, and then walk the hell away. Don't waste your time and energy on these manipulations. This will hopefully eventually start to starve them of the narcissistic supply they're trying to gain from you by utilizing word salad. And hopefully they will soon quit coming to you for any type of narcissistic supply or fuel, which should always be the goal with a narcissist. You do not want them to view you as a good source of narcissistic supply ever. You want them to leave you alone. Okay, that's going to do it for today's video. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell also because I'll be putting out at least 2 videos a week. Thanks for watching, everyone.